Alright, I'm about to go ahead and get the inner fairing off so that we can get the bars unbolted, but we don't have a key to get the top of the switch off, so I can't move that around. I'm going to try to work around it. I've done it before. It'll just be a little bit tight trying to pull the bolts out. I'm going to get the riser bolts. We're gonna get these holes filled in, put the radio in it, and find some speakers for it. And all these stereo kits come with directions and stuff, but if you've never done it before, it helps us to show you everything you have to do to go about doing it. It's really easy. You got the stereo, the radio harness that goes into the back of it, the interconnect harness that goes with the factory Harley harness that clips into your radio, and of course the brackets to mount your aftermarket stereo, and the handlebar controls so you can use your the factory controls on your handlebars to work your stereo volume settings and stuff like that. Basically it's pretty simple. These wires are pretty much color coded, go to the same thing on both sides, so we just get those connected up, and then we'll get the stereo popped in. Alright, we got our harness all made up here, and something I forgot to mention earlier, and they don't say anything about this, but your ground wire that comes off of your radio, you don't want to connect that back to the factory Harley harness. For some reason it never ends up working. Just run it straight to a ground on the trees, tie into another one or something. This is the handlebar interface. It just plugs into that part, and then on the back of this one it just plugs into the back of radio. And you're not going to use your regular mount on here. That part just comes off, and that's the trim piece doesn't go either. These are both going to mount on the side like that with screws, and then this part will mount to that and to the inner fairing on the bike, which I'll show in just a minute. holes right there, and those will line up in those holes on either side. I don't know if you can see that. In there. So the radio just slides right in. Alright, now that we got our stereo mounted in there, we'll just plug that dude in there, and this goes into the factory harness right there. We'll zip tile this up when we get done, and I'll probably put my ground right there on that one. So we should have a working radio now. Let's see. Except for the speakers, because obviously we don't have speakers in there right now. Yes. Good deal. Well, let me see if I can get some speakers mounted in there now. Alright, so we're getting our speakers mounted in here. And I just got some aftermarket Rockford Frost gates. And I'm trying to get them mounted up. The bottom's hitting the interfering, so we're just going to go in here and trim off that tab like I did on that one, so that we can get them mounted. Luckily on this side we still got the speakers, or the wires that came with these speakers, because they were demos. Local stereo shop. Now let's see if this thing works. If the battery's got enough juice. Well, we got sound. Ain't got no stations though. But at least both of those are working. Thumb controls don't appear to be working though. Might need to look into that. Oh, that's probably got something to do with it. Need to end up fixing that. Alright, so we got that wire fixed. Where's that? There it is. And I found another reason why the stereo controls or the handlebar controls are not working. That's probably pretty important. Where's that go at? I think it goes right there. Let's see if it works now. Alright. We're in business. Good deal. Now I'm going to get this front fairing. Well, first we'll get some zip ties and clean up some of this, get it zip tied together so it's a little bit more organized.
Wiring you can. What?
Ooh, works way better. Got our wires all tied up here, ready to throw the fairing on, and got my new 6-inch smoked windshield. Just getting the protective coating pulled off real quick before we stick it on there. Just need to get one of these in here so it'll hold it up for me. Easier said than done. I'm going to wait till I have all my bolts in and started before I tighten them down. Go ahead and start working on this and get it ready for its maiden voyage. We'll pick back up in the next video. We'll see you then.